Yeah, I think that was the idea, was just to try and bat time. There was still so much time left in the game, 3 days, and we knew that the first hour was going to be crucial in terms of setting up our innings. And the idea was just to try not to lose wickets, and there'll be a period in the game where we can cash in and score some runs. And I think that period sort of came after lunch, where we had a good flow of runs coming. But it was key just to build that partnership, as we grafted hard the night before to set up the innings, and it was good to reap the rewards today. Yeah, that's definitely one of our better days, especially in terms of how day one went. We were obviously under the pump day one, and to have a comeback as well as it played out, on day two, and then to set it up on day three was the ideal. But at the end of the day, there's still a lot of work to be done in this test match. We don't have Dale Steyn in the fourth inning, so we're going to have to graft hard in terms of getting 10 wickets. No, I don't think that plays too big a part, and I know especially the Australian bowlers haven't had too much workload of late. They've been rested leading up to the series, so they'll be pretty fresh. And just in terms of the fitness the guys go through these days, they'll be fresh as anything come the second test. So, I mean, today would have worn them out quite a bit with the heat, but we got to capitalise on a pretty successful day for us today. I think the main part of the heat today would have been the pitch deterioration. The cracks have definitely opened up a little bit more and can play in our favour. We obviously got to hit it, put the ball in the right areas for it to move a bit, and we saw in the last hour, especially with their seamers, how much the ball did a little bit. Once the ball starts to reverse as well, it can bring us into the game. So we got to set it up and try and score as many runs as we can, and try and knock them over. I don't know the real thinking. I was just pleased with the opportunity. It's something that I've always enjoyed in the first class arena, batting at 4, and to be given the nod to go ahead, especially with it being such a crucial position in the South African team, was a big positive for me, and I knew I had to step up and fill some big boots there. I mean, you had Cullis and AB de Villiers batting there before, so there's some big boots to fill, and obviously today was a step in the right direction. Yeah, there was indifferent sort of feelings. I wasn't sure where I was going in terms of my career, but I'm very grateful to obviously get another opportunity. I got another opportunity in the fourth test against England and did okay-ish, but I always knew to try and sort of make a mark in test cricket again, I needed to put in a big performance. And for me, it's not only one performance. I need to back it up with some really good performances, especially in this series. It's a big series for us, and it's always nice to start well. And from a batting point of view, yes, that's always great. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we win this test series, and we definitely we've gone in the right direction in terms of that. Looking back to 2008, chasing 414 year, that was probably one of the highlights of my career, and I think for most guys. And to be able to do it without Dale, it's going to be hard work, but we definitely believe that we have the armory still to do it.